Have you ever had those feelings when you're walking to the gym and you can't help but think about the people who are going to see you work out? Because of this feeling, you feel very uncomfortable, as if the whole gym is watching over you constantly. I'm here to tell you that this is one of 3 mindsets that could ruin your workout, and in this video, I'll be breaking down all 3 of them so that you can get rid of these mindsets and maximize your performance. Stick around until the end, because knowing and removing these mindsets would not only transform your workout, but also your entire fitness journey. So the first mindset that I want to talk about is called the spotlight effect. Now, I've teased it in the beginning of this video, and no, it's not a certain spotlight that's going to be looking over you constantly in the gym, but it is essentially a feeling of being watched. You know, when you first walk into the gym, you feel really anxious because you think that everyone is looking at your body, looking at what you wear, you know, the type of brands that you're associating yourself with, or it could be about your form, how you perform squats or deadlifts. And as a result from this feeling, it makes you anxious, it makes you stressed, and it results in bad performance in the gym. I think my first time going to the gym, I felt really anxious. I felt really scared that people are gonna judge me for how I look, and at the time, I was really skinny. And in order to prepare for that feeling, or in order to prepare for my first time in the gym, I used baggy clothes. Like I used sweatpants and I used hoodies, and I put my hood up so that people weren't looking at me or noticed that I was actually skinny. But when I first got into the gym, I felt like the world was looking at me. I felt like they're judging me. I felt like people are gonna know that I was skinny. And it made me stressed during the workout. And after the first session, I got demotivated real quick. And it took a long time for me to get back to the gym because of it. I think looking back at it now, I felt like this mindset had me overestimating people's attentions toward me. When in reality, no one cares. Everyone's just there trying to improve themselves, whether that be their lift, whether that be their endurance, stamina, or they could just be doing their daily exercise. And at the end of the day, I think it's just in our heads. I think it's all internal. I think most of the time when people are watching you or seeing you in the gym, most of them just think along the lines of, hey, I've never seen that person before, or I've never seen him working out here before. So I don't think it's ever the case that people are judging you silently with their eyes. I think it's mostly they've never seen you in person before in the gym. They could be new themselves and trying to get around like the environment. Plus, if you think that you're out of shape, most people would probably look at you as someone who's brave for taking the necessary steps in making a difference for your health. So it's never about, oh, this person is so skinny or overweight. It's never about that. They would almost certainly would look at you as someone who's brave. So I think you should be very proud of yourself for taking the steps, because each workout gets you closer to your fitness goals. Now I want you to stay until the end, because the last mindset affects even the strongest people in the gym. Now this next one is more well known in the workplace rather than the gym, but it's still affecting those who have been exercising for years. And it's called the Imposter Syndrome. You heard it right, folks, it even exists in the gym. The definition of Imposter Syndrome is essentially the feeling of being a fraud, the feeling of winning something but you don't feel like you deserve it. For example, in the workplace where it's more common, let's say you just got a promotion or you just won an award, and people around you are celebrating you, praising you, clapping their hands for you, but you still feel like you don't deserve it, even after all of your hard work. And because of this great achievement, you feel like there's more expectations put on you, and it makes you feel a lot more stressed. Now in the gym, if you've been working out for a couple of years now, you might have put on a lot more muscle or gotten a lot more stronger, a lot more faster. And because of this, you've created this standard or expectation on yourself. Now, although setting expectation on us can drive us to perform our best, it can also have negative mental consequences when we fail to meet them. For example, if you plan to add 5 kilograms to your bench press because in the beginning, you felt like you were able to increase the weight consistently, but then come chest day and you failed that extra 5 kilograms, it's going to destroy your mood and motivation to keep working out. So the next time you go to the gym, Don't put your expectations too high nor too low to the point where you're not training at all, because after all, you still need to train hard in order to make progress. This last mindset is one that still influences some of the strongest people in the gym and is a rare form of body dysmorphia, and it's called the muscle dysmorphia. According to the British Journal of Sports Medicine, muscle dysmorphia is a unique form of body dysmorphic disorder where instead of being dissatisfied with a single body part, the person is dissatisfied with their whole body. And cases of muscle dysmorphia are often found in highly muscular people. These people believe themselves to be very small, even though they're quite the opposite. They're obsessed with exercising in order to be big 24/7. And the report has showed us that they are at risk of using steroids. Additionally, they often wear layers of clothing even though it's hot during the day to avoid being seen without a pump. Wait.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Yep, you guessed it right. I also have this mindset, but it comes and goes. Sometimes I have it, sometimes I don't. However, I just want to say that you can wear whatever you want at the gym just as long as your heart is in the right place. But I don't want you to be wearing layers of clothing or baggy clothes just to avoid being seen without a pump, because your mind would then only focus on chasing the pump in the gym and not necessarily on making improvements to your body. Also, the pump doesn't last all day. It doesn't last 24/7. The only way for a pump to last all day is by using steroids, which I really don't recommend. So whenever I have this mindset, I'd often look back from when I first started going to the gym, and I remind myself that everything is fine as long as I'm doing better than the past. If you still have any of these mindset, it's totally normal, because at the end of the day, we're all human, we make mistakes, we experience fear and anxiety. It's nothing to be ashamed of, but we have to be better. We have to keep improving ourselves, and that means handling this mindset. But everything takes time, so you should take things step by step. And those were the 3 mindsets that could ruin your workout. I hope you've learned a lot from this video and helped you continue to make improvements to yourself, whether that be physically or mentally. If you've enjoyed this video so far, please go ahead and click the like button and subscribe to my channel. Stay awesome.